Hey everyone, it's Aubrey, recovering perfectionist, queen of distraction, and it is officially chili season, which means the fall vibes are strong and there's just a whole new level of temptation when it comes to buying things. Over the last year, as I've tried to be much more mindful about my shopping, I've really noticed the seasonal shopping trends that I gravitate towards. So in honor of the seasonal transition, here is my list of 10 things that I'm not going to be buying this fall and winter. Number 1 is mugs. This time of year, the mugs are just taken to a whole new level and the temptation is strong. Everything is good and cute and adorable. Target right now has this cute mug that's a pumpkin, but I can't validate that purchase because 1, I've got mugs. 2, I'm probably not going to want to drink out of a pumpkin mug other than this month and next. So realistically, it's a silly purchase that is just smart to pass on. I do like the mugs that I have, and maybe someday down the road I'll indulge myself in something new, but today is not the day. Number 2 is pumpkin spice anything. Now, if my husband comes home with a pumpkin spice latte for me, am I going to turn it down? Certainly not. That would just be irresponsible. But I feel like there is such a myriad of pumpkin spice recipes that it would be not only smart but fun for me to utilize the abundance of pumpkins that I'm going to have from our garden and the pumpkin that I still have in my freezer from last year's gardening season and the jar of pumpkin spice seasoning that I have in my pantry and just make something of my own. Whether it's pumpkin spice creamer, cookies, this, that, or the other. I mean, are we really having anything other than pumpkin spice coffee? Last year, Tazo did have a pumpkin spice chai latte mix that was delicious. And that is something that I would really like to try and recreate for myself. Number 3, ironically, is pumpkins. Like I had mentioned, we've grown a ton of pumpkins in the garden this year, and we're not at pumpkin patch status by any means, but my son did say, Mom, I don't think we're gonna need to go to the pumpkin patch this year. So unless for whatever reason I come across a pumpkin that I can't get seeds for, I'll probably buy it and save the seeds for it so we can plant them next year. Pumpkins are hands down one of my favorite things to grow, but at a pumpkin patch, I can really go wild and be very irresponsible with my pumpkin purchases. Number 4 and 5, I'm combining, and that's going to be fall and winter decor. So basically just any seasonal decor. I'm not really huge on seasonal decorating, but I can't say that I am not 100% tempted by everything cute and adorable that is out in the stores, basically between now and January. So this year is about being mindful, using what I have, using what I can get my hands on outside, and just trying to be less indulgent with the decor that I can't have in my house year round. Number 6 is candles. Candle making is a hobby of mine that I don't really get to spend much time doing. I really haven't been burning candles much lately because it's been summer, but we're very much rolling back into that time of year where I'll start burning a lot of candles again. And I want to make sure that I'm in the habit of using the supplies that I actually have to make candles before I go out and buy one. Number 7 is beanies. There is just nothing like being able to cover up the fact that you haven't washed your hair in a few days with a cute knit beanie. And while my collection isn't extensive, I know that I realistically don't need any more, but if my husband did buy me a new like ivory or cream beanie for Christmas, I wouldn't be disappointed. But it doesn't really feel like a purchase that I'd be willing to make for myself. Number 8 is actually a repeat from summer's video. I wanted to be more intentional about making my own baked goods. I had really been a sucker for the lemon bundt cake that was at our local grocery store for a while. And during the summer, I got back into the habit of making our own baked goods. And I've made a few things over the last month. And I've really been enjoying getting back into the kitchen and baking like I used to back in the olden days when I was a teen/young adult. And I definitely want to continue that trend as we get into fall and winter. Now again, if my husband brings me home a Costco pumpkin pie, what am I gonna do? Number 9 might be risky. I may regret this in a few months, but I'm saying no to gift wrap. I'm pretty good about saving bags, and I'm quite confident that I have enough gift wrap to get me through the gift wrapping season. But I also have an abundance of brown paper bags that I think would be really fun to try and utilize for smaller gifts and just try and do something cute with that and just try and utilize the 20+ paper bags that I've been hoarding in my pantry over the last several months. Number 10 is kids' clothes. This is another repeat from summer. This is also a time of year where just a lot of really cute and adorable things are out there for kids. But both of my boys are realistically very well stocked in the clothing department right now. So unless for whatever reason there is something that they really do need, like Jackson grows out of his snow pants and we've got snow coming, obviously I will get him a pair of snow pants, but I do want to be mindful about not having more than we need. And I feel like we really are kind of at a point where we have more than we need in that area of our lives. And if my son does run out of sweaters, maybe it will take one cold morning at the bus stop for him to stop by the school lost and found or actually bring his sweaters home for the first time in his life. Do any other moms have that problem? Like all of the sweaters go to school and they very seldom actually make it back home to you. That's definitely what I'm experiencing right now. Alrighty, well that is that. Those are the 10 things that I'm not going to be purchasing this fall and winter. I really love making these lists and observing my spending trends and the things that I gravitate towards buying during certain seasons, and just ultimately being so much more mindful about the shopping that I'm doing and my consumeristic tendencies. I'm a wannabe minimalist, but sometimes I'm weak and I need to do things like this to keep myself accountable. And I'm wondering, are you like this too? In the comments, let me know what are the things during fall and winter that you feel like you just have to have. I have a feeling that I'm going to see cardigans a lot, which maybe I should put cardigans on my list, but I'm not, because I kind of want to get a new cardigan this year. Alrighty, well that's it for real. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I'll see you in the next video. As always, I love you, have fun, and be kind.